What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Food for Thought. My name is Jamal. Quick disclaimer, I'm no financial advisor, so don't take my word as the Bible. Also do your research. There's a lot of information on the internet for free, so always do your research. All right. Okay, so that being said, I've been wanting to do a series like what I'm about to do today for a while, which is deep dive into certain companies and show a little bit of enlightenment on if the company is a good long-term investment or not. As viewers, I will encourage you guys to make your own mind. Like I said, I'm no financial advisor, so do your research. It's always important to do your research. Okay, so today the company that I'll be deep diving is Nvidia Corporation. It's a company that me personally as an investor, I've been looking into investing. I've been investing in it, which because I read about the company and I liked what they're doing and what they stand for regarding where I believe the future is heading to. So long story short, I'm just gonna go over what the company does, and then we're just gonna touch base onto their earnings per share ratio, whether they are sustainable, is it a dividend paying company, those little information, so that you as my viewers, if you choose to go this route, at least you have a brief understanding of what the company is and should guide you into maybe researching more into the company. The whole point of this is to bring enlightenment. So without further ado, let's get in. So Nvidia Corporation provides graphics and compute and networking solutions in the United States, Taiwan, and China, and internationally, basically. So they have different types of segments. So they produce GeForce GPUs for gaming and PCs. They also do AIs. They have a bunch of data platforms. They're also into cryptocurrency, blockchain, big time, providing softwares for professional crypto traders and stuff. Long story short, I'm not gonna spend time reading the whole thing, but long story short is they provide GPUs for gaming. They provide cryptocurrency softwares for professional traders and stuff like that. So I believe it's a good company. Now you can read about what a description on what a company does and just invest in it, but that is not the whole picture. So that's just a brief of what the company does. Now I'm going to go into a few financials, or where they've been in terms of their high trading point and their low trading point for a 1 year time span, and then we go over the sustainability too. So let's see. So Nvidia has a trailing price to earnings ratio currently at 43.36. Now PE ratios, for those that don't understand PE ratios, they are price to earnings. It's a way of valuing a company, right? If you're doing your research on whether a company is overvalued or undervalued, the PE ratio is a very good, I would say, statistical factor to consider to try and figure out, can I make money of this company? If it's too high of a PE ratio, maybe it is too overvalued, that the potential is you're not buying at a high right price, a fair price. So you might want to reconsider that, right? Or is a company undervalued? If a company is undervalued, you want to you want to invest in a company because that means they have high growth potential, right? So these are things that you want to consider. Now, I think usually P ratios between 20 to 30 is a very fair valuation, but sometimes too it depends on the industry that the company is in. You can compare one company to another company in the same industry, or multiple companies in the same industry, to see where their competitors are also at in terms of P ratios and stuff like that, to kind of give you a good understanding of where a fair valuation could be, right? But for most part, P ratios can determine if a company is overvalued or undervalued. So right now they have a trailing PE ratio of 43.36. Now trailing is based on historical data, or you can also use your forward PE, looking at forward, future projected. So, but I believe the trailing PE ratios, analyzing data based on historical data is much more efficient than trying project the future, right? So that is that for PE ratios. So you look at their profitability, they have a profit margin of 32.02. I'm not going to go into details about accounting and how to get profit margins and stuff like that, but basically profit margins is you take your revenues minus your cost, and that's your profit. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, they have a profit margin of 32.02%, which is 30% profit. I would not say it's not good. Nvidia is one of those companies that always beat earnings, so it seems that it's a very, very good company. So yeah, but yet again, you want to compare it to their competitors, right? One competitor you can do is maybe AMD. You can compare Nvidia with them and see where they lie. But in normal terms, if you're making 32% profit on an investment, it's a really, really good return. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna go over their earnings that for maybe the last three quarters. So for example, last quarter, the recent earnings that they announced, they beat their expected earnings by 4.98%, and then they beat revenue, expected revenue for 2.44%. All right, so that was a good earnings beat. You go down to the previous three quarters, they've had consistent in terms of earnings beat, 7.96% the previous quarter, the previous two quarters 5.81%. So it looks like they really beat earnings, and there's a growth in their earnings beat. Now you can say, okay, previous two quarters they did beat earnings by 5.81%, and then the previous earnings before the last they did 7.96%, and just this recent earnings they did a 4.98%. You can say there's a slight reduction there in terms of the percentage, but you have to account for supply chain issues, chip shortages in the world, like all these factors that COVID that the world is going through right now. So it's still a solid beat right now for earnings, and they've consistently beat revenue. So in my opinion, this is a company that looks like every time they beat in their expected numbers. So to me personally, it's a solid company. Now, another thing that you want to think about when you're going to invest in a company is their sustainability. Now, because companies, depending on how the company is run, they could be subject to lawsuits or audits that will find a bunch of discrepancies in the company that in the future will end up tanking the company in terms of bankruptcies and all that stuff. So we want to be able to make sure that you're not investing in any company that is partaking in any bad corporate governance. Basically, corporate governance is very, very important that you understand corporate governance. All right. The way the company is structured, what are they doing? Is it a sustainable company that's gonna be here for? It's gonna maintain and consistently improve, right? So you want to also look into that. So right now we're going to look into the sustainability of Nvidia. So Nvidia, based on the ESG risk ratings, which is the environmental, social, and governance risk ratings, they are in the 6th percentile, right? So basically, they have a 2.5 score for environmental risk. Social risk, they have a 4.1, and government risk score, they have a 6.1. All right. Yahoo Finance puts its controversy level as a 2, which is low on the scale. So I believe this is a very solid company that is very sustainable for the future. That if you choose to invest in this company, it should be this company will be around for a long time. So the way the ESG risk ratings work is the lower the percentile, the less risky a company is. All right, it has other factors that goes into that rating: auditing, environmental risk, social risk, governance risk, right? So all these things come together and then the score is drawn. So right now they're in the 6th percentile, which is moderately low as compared to some risky companies. So this is a very sustainable company if you're looking to invest in. All right. So now let's see. So in terms of the 52-week range that it's been traded in, the highest that it peaked was $346.47, and then the lowest is 155.67. Currently, due to the high sell-offs in the market, the company stock did take a big hit, as any other company out there that is out there. Inflation has been hitting everything. So today was Thursday, 5/31/2022. The Nvidia finished out at 186.72 on the trading day. So it's slightly off from its 52-week low, but way far away from its 346 highs. So to me, I believe this is a buy, but don't take my word for it. Do your research before you invest in any company. All right. That's all that I have for you guys today. My name is Jamal. This is my channel, Food for Thought. I will be doing more of these moving forward. It's something I'm very passionate about. I do invest myself in a lot of different companies, and I do trade sometimes for income. Also, I'm not wealthy, but I've made some good gains in the stock market, and I'm just here to share my research analysis that I do to choose which company that I invest in. So if you like this, comment, subscribe to my channel, like and share the video. I really appreciate it. So on that note, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.